Okay, so I've gotten myself in a lot of sticky situations because I would say yes to everything. Because I program my mind to just automatically say yes to anything that I was asked, which I realized after I was like, okay, I said yes to a date, so I have to figure this out and stop myself from saying yes because I just wanted to be a people pleaser. And I'm like, this is not a route I should continue. So I was like, I need to figure it out. And now that I have years of saying no to a lot of people, even to the point that I'm automatically saying no. So I'm relearning to get in the balance of saying yes again and no, when I want to. These are some of the tips that I've collected. So, hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. And today I will be talking about how to stop saying yes to everything and stop being a people pleaser. Kind of, that's the same route, that you're going if you're saying yes to everything. Picture this. This is the reason why you should stop saying yes to everything because you are stretching yourself thin. You are overcommitting and you're not really doing yourself a favor, nor are you doing that person a favor because you're just doing so much and you're trying, and because you're trying to do so much, you're stretching yourself thin, and then you're giving them the absolute worst. You're giving them quantity over quality. And saying yes to everything is also, you're taking away precious time that you could be doing self-care, taking care of yourself. This is also not good for your mental health. You have to start focusing on some time for yourself and also giving other people better quality stuff, quality time, quality work, not just doing it because you want to please them. Because in results, they're going to be mad. You're going to be mad as well because you're overwhelmed and overworked. And then you're going to be burned out. And then guess what? Burned out is going to take you 2-3 years of trying to recover from that because then you're not going to want to do anything. So you need to stop yourself from saying yes to everything. And then plus, saying yes to everything can take you to a path that you didn't want to go. And then you can't be angry at anybody but yourself. When I was starting to say no, I felt like I needed to explain myself every single time. I felt like I needed a reason to say no. Even though sometimes I didn't have a reason, I would lie and make up a reason. Because I was like, I don't want to do this. But then after, many times I've realized, and plus I remember a celebrity saying this one sentence, no is a full sentence, right? So I was like, okay. So I just said no. I stopped giving them explanations, and they looked at me, and I had to stay in the silent, and because they were waiting for me to say something else. I stopped saying anything. And even if they asked, I was just like, I don't want to do it. Like, it's simple. Like, I don't do have a reason. No. You have to, even I felt bad. I was like, I have to stop giving them explanations because sometimes I don't have any and I don't want to do it. So, no is a full sentence. No is powerful. They have the same right to ask you a question and you have the same right to say yes or no. Okay? Now, if you're just starting out to, saying no, dabble into that, here are some of the strategies that I started to do to kind of ease myself into that, because you can't right away say no. And especially if you came from like saying yes to everything, right? So you're going to have to start easing yourself into it. And one of the things that I started to do was I need to start having more of a clear picture of what my priorities are and what are my boundaries. So I grabbed a piece of paper or a journal, and a pen, and I started writing down, okay, what are my priorities? What do I value? What do I want to do in the future? I started figuring all of that out. And then I figured out, okay, so what are my boundaries? What are the things that I don't want to do? What are and of course, if you need more help in setting your boundaries and actually writing it down, I do have a video. I started writing everything down. I started writing, my boundaries and my values. That was the first step, which was the easiest thing that I could do. Because, I started to realize I really didn't know what I wanted, nor did I know what my boundaries were. Then after that, I started writing down, I bought a planner. I bought a planner, right? Normal planner. And I started writing down everything that I committed myself to. So I would write down, like, for example, during school, I had a lot of clubs. Even in college, I joined a lot of clubs. So I would see what are the things that I would just do one thing per day. I'll be honest, I wouldn't be stacking them. I would do one thing. Okay, there's this one event I said yes to, so I'm doing that one event that day. And then I'll do the same thing, every single time. Someone would ask me, I would check my planner before I would say yes. Simple as that. That way I would never stretch myself thin. And I also gave them more of my quality time, because it's precious. And then I'll write everything down. I would review it every day, review it before I go to sleep, because sometimes you get some messages in the morning that be asking you questions. So you can remember, okay, I have this that day, I have that day. So I could tell them right away, say yes to or no to. And then one of my third strategies that I used was, a lot of the times you are overwhelmed, right? Overwhelmed with a lot of decisions you have to make, and you don't know yet. Or you don't know if you have something, and you have to look at your planner. So you can't say yes or no. So one of the things I learned is that I can just say, I'll get back to you, or I'll let you know. I'll let you know before the end of the day. So I'll tell them that, and even though I felt a little guilty because I didn't give them a response, I was able to look back at what are the things that I had to do, and actually sometimes even think about what they asked me, because sometimes I was so overwhelmed throughout the day that I couldn't fully process what they asked me. So I learned that, okay, sometimes you could just say, I'll get back to you, or I'll let you know by the end of the day. And it felt better because I was able to process what they said, or even look back at my planner. Because I feel like a lot of the times when they make you make big decisions, sometimes, especially when it's big decisions, right? You are so overwhelmed with a lot of information that you don't know what to say. You don't know what to say if it's a good decision to make. Sometimes you even have to look at your goals or your values, or, what you want in the future before you can say yes to that one decision. Because as crazy as it is, that a lot of things could change with one decision, right? A lot of things. So you need to start giving yourself as well time to process what they just told you. Recently had to learn that because, like I was saying, I got no happy. I started saying no to everything. And then I'm like, maybe I didn't want to do that. But because I would say no automatically without even thinking, I didn't give myself a chance to think about it. And now I'm giving myself the chance to think about it before I even answer, which I feel like is better for myself. And I'm able to process everything. And if they need a break, well, I guess that's it. Hope everybody enjoyed this video. And if these strategies help, have a beautiful day, and see you next time. Bye.